Fellas, let's have a real conversation today. There's a kind of man I don't want you to be. A man who waits at the finish line, ready to embrace a woman after she's been through every kind of bad decision, used, discarded, and only now looking for stability. I call him the last resort man. And trust me, you don't want to be that guy. Now let me give you a narrative. This is a story of Brian. Brian was always the good guy, patient, understanding, a shoulder to cry on. He had been in love with Lydia since their college days. He was stunning, confident, and always had the intention of the most popular man. But she never saw Brian as an option. To her, he was safe. Over the years, Lydia dated the kind of man Brian could never be. Flashy, dangerous, exciting. She chased luxury, wild nights, and thrilling chaos. And Brian, he watched from the sidelines as each of these men walked away after taking what they wanted. Lydia would come back, time and time again, not because she loved Brian, but because she needed comfort, reassurance, or just a place to cry. And Brian, being the man he was, always opened his arms, but she never stayed. Then, one day, at 34, Lydia returned, this time different. The glow was gone, the energy was dimmed. The once vibrant woman who had the world at her feet now spoke of heartbreak, regrets, and loneliness. She had children by different men, scars from toxic relationships, and a desperate need for something real. Yeah, she looked at Brian and said, "You've always been a good man. Maybe you are the one for me all along." And at that moment, Brian felt something shift inside him. All these years, he had been an option, but only when there were no more exciting choices left. He wasn't a first choice. He was a last resort. And he realized he deserved better. Hey, finally, Nebuana, this is why you should never be that guy. Man, listen to me. Never accept someone just because life has humbled them into thinking you're finally good enough. You are not a consolation prize. A woman who saw you, respected you, and valued you from the start. That's the kind of woman you deserve. Not one who only turns to you when she has exhausted her bad decisions. There's a difference between love and settling. Never be the guy who waits for a woman to be broken before she considers you worthy. Because by then, it's not love, it's desperation. Asagoporo, Winjauru. So to my brothers out there, stand your ground, build yourself. And when the time comes, choose a woman who chooses you fully, completely, and not because she ran out of other options. Hey, Kakakarango. Buona, these are the final words, not just final. Semi-final words. Yes, these are the semi-final words. If you found value in this, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Let's keep the conversation going. Have you ever seen this happen to someone? Or maybe even to you? Let's talk in the comments, Buana. Stay smart, stay strong. Until next time. Not next time. Next episode. We want to know what happened. Yeah, after. Don't subscribe. Then we will what? We hear you. This is the aftermath of Brian's decision. Lydia sat across from Brian. Her eyes bleeding. Her voice softer than it ever had it. She spoke about how life had humbled her. How she had finally realized that men like Brian were the ones worth keeping. But Brian wasn't the same man she had left waiting all those years. He looked at her. He sat steady, his mind clear. "Lydia," he said, "his voice firm but not unkind. I love you once, but not like this. Not when you only see my worth after others have left you in pieces." She blinked, as if his words stung more than she expected. "But Brian, I have changed. I see things differently now." "I am sure you do," he replied. "But that's not enough. Love isn't just about realizing what you had when it's too late. It's about recognizing it When it's time, when it's right in front of you, silence. A heavy silence, not you, the silence in the room. Lydia sighed, a deep, defeated breath. So you are saying there is no chance? Lydia looked away, nodding absently, and in that moment, Bran saw it, the regret in her eyes, not just for losing him, but for never appreciating him when she had the chance. Now let's move forward. Yeah, Dong. That night, Bran walked away from a cycle he had been trapped in for years. No longer the man waiting for someone to finally realize his worth, but a man who now knew his worth. And it wasn't long before someone else noticed it too. At a business conference a few months later, he met Yvonne, a woman who didn't hesitate to see him for the man he was. She wasn't drawn to him because she was running from heartbreak or looking for stability after bad seasons. She saw him, respected him, and chose him. Their connection was natural, effortless, unlike Lydia. Yvonne didn't need to be broken down by love to appreciate a good man. She recognized one immediately as Bran sat across from Yvonne, laughing over Dean. He realized something profound. The right person doesn't come when you are the last option. They come when they see your worth from the very start. And this time, Bran wasn't a last resort. He was a first choice. Man, never wait to be someone's backup plan. Never allow yourself to be the man who picks up the pieces after others have had their turn. Be the man who walks away when he isn't valued. Because the right woman, she won't need to be convinced of your worth. She'll see it from the beginning. Drop a comment if you've ever been in Bran's shoes or know someone who has. Let's talk about it. And as always, like, share, and subscribe for more real talk. Until next time, stay wise, stay strong. Buana, you're the prize.